Good morning, people. Welcome to another video. This is day 6 in the 7-day 7 video series. Today we're going to start off with a nice gym session. I also wanted to talk to you about how I schedule my hybrid training, how I go about reconciling my gym sessions with my swimming sessions in order to make the most out of each of them and make sure that I'm progressing towards my goals. So stay tuned, let's get into the video. Not gonna lie, guys, it did take me a little bit of time to get out of the car and head to the gym. I'm feeling pretty tired. My glutes are already feeling the Bulgarian split squats stimulus from yesterday, so pretty sore already, but it's going to be a fun workout. I'm just going to do exercises that I like. Hardly any legs today, just going to do a bit of calves. Start off with some back because I didn't do any back work yesterday in my full body, so it wasn't really full body. Starting off with the Coach Kasim special lat pull around. Amazing. If you haven't tried it, highly recommend it. Let's get into it. Because we're still on Project Spaghetti Arms, we need to get these arms turned into trunks. Yesterday I did just dumbbell curls, which is a bit more demanding on the lengthened portion, so a lot more soreness. Today I'm going to do a shortened bias exercise for the outer bicep head. Let's get into it. This is one of my favorites, very underrated exercise. Do some lateral delt action, but this is one of the movements that still hurts a lot because of my injured shoulder. It's up here at the top range, really painful, even though it's like the tendon more at the front of the delt. I don't know, got to take it really light, 5 kilos, do a few reps just to get a bit of stimulus in and not reach the pain zone. Just stay out of it, not worth it. Felt really well after that workout. Just spent a few hours at home chilling, getting ready, and now we're here at the supermarket. Time to pick up some monsters, obviously, and also some watermelon, because there's no better fruit than watermelon on a nice hot summer day. And we're gonna head to the pool to Joao's house, so I will see you there. With Baby Shark, my swim coach. I haven't been training with him for over a month because of my shoulder injury. Sorry, dog. And today we're here at the pool, so it's going to be a good opportunity to see what he thinks of my swimming technique and if I'm doing any sort of compensation because of my shoulder injury. So let's get a few laps in. really getting out of breath here, so you can see that my cardio has not held up at all, so we really need to get back into it. Thankfully my shoulder's not feeling hurt at all, which is really good. So just need to drill that technique. Right, we are back at home, all showered. That was a really cool day. This week has been a blast, a complete blast. I've been able to be with my friends, enjoy the amazing weather, do a lot of sport stuff, so couldn't be more grateful for this amazing week, which was the vlog week, and that's exactly what I wanted to share with you. Good days in the vibes, because that's what this channel is all about. So let's get to the main topic of this video. What I want to talk about is hybrid training. Hybrid training is basically where you try to reconcile at least two different modalities. In my case, I try to reconcile strength training, which is my foundation, with swimming at the current time. Sometimes I try to reconcile it with rock climbing or with running or whatever it is, whatever sport it is that I'm trying to progress or do at that time. I started swimming, I'd say around 6 months ago, but in the meantime, I've had an injury which inhibited me from swimming for the past month. I was supposed to do a swim race just 2 months after I had started swimming, but that didn't happen because I just wasn't able to get the papers done in time. So a whole thing. But it's still something that I want to get better at because I want to try and do some longer distance stuff. I am interested to compete in a swim race to see how it goes. Maybe we'll have to do it a shorter distance because my lung capacity is very low. I'm not very good at cardio stuff. This is the challenge that I proposed to myself, is learn how to swim. Gonçalo, which you've seen throughout the videos, and I've actually introduced him in some swimming videos, is my coach. He used to be a triathlete. He still dabbles, and now he's just been a bit more focused on swimming. But he's a triathlete coach and a swim coach, so he's the man, basically. It's been absolutely amazing working with him. The guy's a beast. All the feedback he gives me, it just makes sense, and I'm able to apply it and immediately feel my technique change. Everything just flow easier. Obviously, we need practice, we need to put in the hours, but proper coaching is just out of this world. Regardless, let's move on to the main topic, hybrid training. The goal here is to manage both modalities and respective training sessions in a way that you can maximize the output and recovery in both of them so that you can actually complement each other and hopefully progress somewhat in each other. Full disclosure, it's very difficult and it's not optimal at all for you to try and do two things at once. So in my case, I want to build muscle. That's the phase where I'm in right now. I want to build muscle, especially my arms. And I want to get better at swimming. This is where the scheduling needs to come in. I need to be able to do my strength work without the swim work being affected, and vice versa. Since swimming is a very concentric stimulus-based activity, it doesn't require much recovery. I'm never sore from swimming because I already have a sport-based routine. It's a very eccentric focused work, which is the gym. So I don't really get sore from swimming. I think my recovery is pretty quick. Also, I'm bulking, which helps. All the calories do help with recovery. What I've found is if I'm trying to do swimming, the hardest part for me and the part where I feel most fatigue is in my legs. If I try to do legs before or after the swimming session, even if I have a bit of a gap in terms of hours, maybe 4 to 6 hours, it's not ideal. And also just my day-to-day doesn't facilitate that. So separating the days is always the best idea. Still, if I train legs heavy on the day before I swim, and then my legs are sore during the training session, the swim session, it doesn't go the greatest, to be honest with you. I feel the fatigue set in much quicker, and it just isn't optimal for me to progress. So what I've found is full body sessions are the absolute ideal scenario here. I'm a big fan of full body sessions in general. I just think you're able to get a much more frequent stimulus to all of the body, which helps progression overall. In my case, I want to grow my arms, which is perfect. If I wanted to grow my legs while swimming, it probably would not be ideal. And I would have a much harder time reconciling both of the activities and the goals. But in this case, since it's the arms, they obviously do work while swimming, but it's not a huge demand. And I feel that even if I train my arms and I go completely ham and I'm completely sore, that doesn't really affect my swimming session very much. What this allows me to do, the full body training, is, for example, Monday we focus on the front part of the body and I do, let's say, quads with a bit more emphasis, but it's just one exercise for the lengthened position, which would be some sort of a squat pattern. And then maybe I would do a leg extension, which just overloads the short position and doesn't create much soreness. Or I could do a lengthened based exercise for the quads and a shortened based exercise for the hams. So that would be, for example, a lying leg curl. And that just doesn't give me too much soreness, so that on Tuesday, I'm able to perform pretty well in the swimming session. Since the swimming session doesn't leave me sore, then on Wednesday, which is when I'm going to do my second weight training session of the week, I'm practically fresh to train legs again. So I do, for example, a lengthened based posterior chain exercise, so that would be, for example, RDLs or seated leg curls, something like that. And then I would do a leg extension for my quads, a shortened based exercise, which doesn't have that much impact on recovery. That way, on Thursday, when my second swimming session of the week takes place, I'm not going to be too fatigued either, just a little bit of soreness maybe. I just need to manage this well. Then Friday, another weight session. This might be accessory work, for example, adductors, a bit more calves, something like that. And maybe I do another leg curl and leg extension. It depends. And then on Saturday or Sunday, my final weight training session of the week, because I do try to have 4 weight sessions and only 2 swimming sessions at the moment. If I were more focused on a race, if I had a specific goal, maybe I would try to increase the swimming to 3 or 4 times per week, and I would maintain the strength training to 3 times per week, which would just allow me to have more output for swimming and less recovery demand from the weight training. And that's been working really, really well for me. I don't think there is a specific recipe in these types of situations. It is a bit of trial and error. See how it's going, see if you're progressing in the gym, see if you're progressing in the sport that you're doing. In this case, I'm talking about swimming, and just manage loads appropriately. If you do find that you're just stagnant and there's nothing that you can do with your current setup, I would just say focus on one thing at a time. Try to have one of the modalities at maintenance level, and then the other modality you're going all in and focused on a certain goal. When you reach that goal, you switch it. Get that modality onto maintenance level and then switch it over to goal on the other one. So let's say if I wanted to grow my legs, I would have to put swimming at just a maintenance level. My sessions would maybe need to be shorter, or they would need to be less intense, because I would be much more sore in my legs and just have less of an opportunity for output. If I were to focus on a swim goal, if I were trying to compete in a swim race, I would need to reduce my strength training to just a maintenance level. I wouldn't be trying to increase the loads each session. It would be more of a maintenance style, just to maintain all the muscle mass, strength, and obviously output that would transfer to swimming. That's my 2 cents on this. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're able to have some takeaways and apply it to your own training and to your own challenges. That is all from me in this video. I really hope you enjoyed this 6th day in the vibes. It's almost done. The last video is tomorrow, so please give these videos a thumbs up, guys. It really helps the channel grow. It gives me even more motivation to keep on going. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and watch the previous videos. And obviously, if you have any questions, thoughts and opinions, please leave them down in the comment section. That is all from me. I will see you in the last video tomorrow.